And we are live.
We're live? Yeah, we're live. This is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for. We are live. You are here for an unprecedented event. We are celebrating World Milk Day today, and yeah, there's so much to say. I don't even know where to start, so we're just gonna jump right in. I have a little script here, so I'm just gonna read that to you because I'm so excited. I don't want to forget anything. Okay. So it says, thank you for celebrating World Milk Day with Dairy Discovery. We are a nonprofit that educates our community through hands-on activities. Well, we can't do hands-on activities, so we are at a modern farm providing you with a personal connection to your food. Over the past 14 years, we've welcomed tens of thousands of people to our farm, but this season we've had 0 because of the global pandemic. So now we're asking for your help. We're doing what we can to keep our program going and keep it alive so that we can keep telling the story of dairy farms and what happens on a modern farm. So please donate if you see something throughout the next 24 hours that you think is either crazy or entertaining or annoying or where do you want me to go?
Educational.
That is educational or just informative. We want you to click the donate button on our page, or you can go right to our website at dairydiscovery.org, and there's a very easy way to donate there. You can text dairy to 616-840-3778 and follow the link. So, or you can donate at the specialty shop. So, you guys, this is like a telethon. So, at first I thought, well, it's not a telethon because you're not like calling on the phone, but you're on your phone right now. I can almost guarantee it. I don't know, maybe you're streaming off of your laptop, but probably on your phone. So it is a telethon. Ah, thank goodness that worked out good. Some things that are old are still new, you know? But anyway, so telethon, so we are trying to raise money here so that we can keep this program going even after Michigan finally releases us and the stay-at-home order is over. So we're going to start the night with a milk toast. So I've got some of our amazing tour guides here with me. So I've got Andy. Andy, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, I don't know how many people are. Did you guys see if there's any likes?
Yes.
Can you guys like something, please? So we're going to encourage you to interact with us. This is supposed to be a program where we're interacting with our community. We're trying to get people to come out to our farm. You can't come here, so we're coming to you. So we love to be interactive. So click like or just something so that we know someone's out there. Okay, so we introduced Andy. Sorry, I went to change it. This is Grayson. So say Grayson. And this is Heather. So these guys are our interns for the summer. And Heather has been my trusty friend for a long time. And then I just kind of conned her into helping with tours sometimes. And yeah, so you'll learn more about her in a second. But we're going to do a milk toast to get this party started. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cheers. Cheers. To World Milk Day. Enjoy. Okay, well, that worked. So I'm going to finish my milk. You guys can finish your milks, but we have to start off just kind of when you're going to be doing something crazy or doing something, like we said, unprecedented. I did want to just reflect on the heaviness of what's been going on in our world. And so Dairy Discovery was kind of like a baby or a dream of mine, and it really humbled me, and some days it really shook me to my core. When you're doing a startup, if you're any kind of entrepreneur, you know what I'm talking about. It's way more emotional than kind of the physical or whatever. And so I had to really rely on my faith to get through Dairy Discovery, and these last few months have been even more so. You just have to have that faith to keep you grounded. That's where Heather comes in. I would call her and be like, I need you, my prayer warrior. And so we would pray over Dairy Discovery, and I just thought, if we're going to do this big event where we're celebrating World Milk Day, I mean, that's pretty big. So I don't think there's anything more important than starting off with a little prayer. So hopefully you guys are ready for this. I think our world needs this, and so we're going to start there.
As we were going into this, I just was remembering Matthew 22, where it said, Jesus said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and the greatest commandment. And the second one is like it, to love your neighbor as yourself. So God, we come before you and we just thank you for this organization, for Dairy Discovery, for just the way that we can interact with people and teach them about the miracle of milk, God, and just your creation through cows and through milk and just through learning about where our food comes from. And God, we just ask that as we start just this next season of Dairy Discovery, we just ask for your blessing on it. We just ask that you would just bring more creativity, just different ways that we can tell people about who you are through just the miracles every day that happen on this farm and that just happen across the world on dairy farms. And we thank you for the people that run this. I thank you for Annie and just for her stepping out in faith to do this thing, God, that she didn't know if she could do it. But we just thank you that you are a part of this. And we just ask that you would just give us your wisdom and your revelation as we move forward, just to know how to navigate this next season, God, just how to walk with you in just every step of this. And we thank you for this organization, and we thank you for milk. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Just to add to that, we've just been really petitioning for just prayer over our country and our cities, and just over the last couple months and even the last couple of hours, what has transpired. And just what we want to do is bring some positive to you. We don't want to distract you from what's going on, but I know it can just be really heavy, and so we want to be here for you guys just to shed a little light and show that there is good, and we always want to be a light in the darkness, right? And so that's why we decided to, even with all of this chaos going around, like, we still want to push forward and make this decision to continue on. So yeah, thank you for being here, and I'm sure you're all liking and commenting, and I can't wait to see what you have to say. Oh, we just do the intro video. Okay, so you guys, right now we're getting ready for the next few segments with this little band setup. But usually, when the school kids come in here, they'll line up and they'll all be sitting here on the floor with their cute little eyes staring up at me, and we want to introduce to them about how we're on a dairy farm, and that means that we have cows that make what? Our dairy drink called milk. And then we talk about how milk has protein and calcium and all these vitamins and minerals, 9 essential vitamins and minerals, and why that's important to these kids, because we want them to have healthy bones and healthy teeth and big, strong muscles. So what I always tell them is that you're supposed to have 3 kinds of dairy a day, and then we'll watch this video. At the end, I always say, okay, so you guys heard that we want to stay in business for 200 years. That means for the next 95 years, you have to have your 3 servings of dairy a day. And so I really encourage them, like, as they leave, like, that's their call to action. So just kind of imagine that you're sitting here with maybe 85 little kindergartners surrounding you, and we're going to watch the video right here on the laptop, so you can get a little bit more of an idea of what we do at Dairy Discovery.
Hi there, my name is Annie, and I'd like to tell you a little story as we welcome you to the farm. Our farm was started when my great-grandpa came over from Switzerland. That's where we get the name Swiss Lane. He wanted to live the American dream and become a farmer. He came to Alto, Michigan to work at the Wingeier farm, which is just up the road, and he ended up marrying the farmer's daughter. The two of them bought the farm right next door, right here where you're standing right now. On the front of this barn, you'll see a sign that says Frederick Ersch, 1915. So that means that this farm has been here for over 100 years. We think that's pretty cool, but what we're really hoping for is to get this farm to make it to 200 years, or maybe even more. We love farming, we love Alto, and we're ready to show you how our farm might look a lot different than it did 100 years ago. But those values that my great-grandpa brought with him from Switzerland are the same values that drive us every single day here. How we do things has changed a lot, but why we do things hasn't changed at all. I grew up in the white farmhouse right across from where you park. And when I was a little girl, I'd get home from school and my mom would tell me, time to do chores. So I'd have to come out and take care of the baby cows. You might have chores or jobs that you do at home when you get home from school, but my job was taking care of the calves. And now I'm the mom. When my kids get home from school, I get to tell them, time to do chores. And we're actually going to have you guys help us with some chores today too. I still work here, but my house now is right down the road. My grandparents lived in the house right across the yard. My aunt and uncle's house is right across the street. We have 32 family members living within 2 miles of the farm. So we have a really big family and a really big farm. Some people might even say, this is a factory farm or this is a CAFO, but we think of this as just a big family farm. Now we even have 60 people working here alongside of us, and they've become part of our family. We have some very exciting news. Dairy Discovery is now a nonprofit program. We love offering tours to the community, but we always want to do more. A couple years ago, we even opened up a little retail shop right up by the parking lot. We sell the beef that we raise here, the syrup that we boil in the spring, eggs from our very own chickens, some honey that our neighbor makes, and this amazing award-winning cheese. And 100% of the profits from these products are funding these tours and events. Our mission is to provide a personal connection to your food. We are able to do this because of the support from our neighbors and partnerships with organizations in the community, and of course, we couldn't do it without you. Swiss Lane started as a family farm, and now it's grown into like a community farm. We love our farm, we love our cows, and we love Dairy Discovery because we get to teach you all about the little miracles that happen here every day. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed that. We are 12 minutes in. How many viewers do we have?
9.
9 viewers. Oh boy. Okay. Well, just wanted to let you guys know what we are doing this hour. We are going to be heading out to the freestall barn, and I'm going to tell you all about what happens with the cows, see if they're sleeping, you know, check in on them. And then after that, we have a special guest. He is from the Netherlands. He actually interned here last summer, so he got to kind of do the compare and contrast the Netherlands farming versus the United States, and I can't wait for you guys to meet him. He's absolutely adorable too. Tice, if you're watching, hi, can't wait to see you. Let's go. I think we're ready to go to the freestyle barn. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. See what the cows are doing. Not like new things. They like the same thing all the time. They like to eat the same thing, do the same thing. They like to do the same thing. So you guys are new. You might be a little bit shy, or we're gonna go find out why.
Or excited.
These cows are special because they're about to stop making milk. These ones are pregnant, and they're going to be called. That means they're not making milk, and then after they have their baby calf, they milk again. So it's kind of like their mature.
She's excited to see people.
Yeah, she's not used to seeing people in the middle of the night at the barn, I guess. But we'll go check on her. So anyway, these cows are going to be dry cows. They're going to have their baby, and then they'll start making milk again. So it's kind of like their maternity leave is the last 2 months that they're pregnant, and then it's after they have their baby calf, it's like back to work. They're going to start making milk again. So if you look in here, there's a bunch of cows roaming around. Some of them are sleeping, some are eating. But if you look at the floor in there, cows that have okay. So if you look at the floor right there, what if one of these cows had her baby in this pen? Do you think it's a very good spot for a baby to be born? No, probably not. A lot of kids tell me like, oh, it's so muddy, and I'm like, that's not actually mud. That is what we call manure. So on a farm, we don't say cow poop or cow pee, we say cow manure. So everybody say manure.
Manure.
Thank you. So now you sound like a farmer. Good job, guys. So that's manure. It's not very good and healthy for our baby calves. So we actually have a maternity ward, and if you guys stay tuned, I think that's at the 2 o'clock hour. You get to go check the maternity ward with me. We might get to see a baby before, so we're going to check over there. But we have a whole special pen where the baby calves are born. So and then there's all these big cows walking around. What might happen to a baby calf if they were born in there?
it might not be very safe for them, right? So we want to have a whole special pen just for the baby calves, and we're going to get to see that later on in the afternoon too. So, so we'll have special pen for the cows where the maternity ward is, and then yeah, they're making their milk for about 305 days after they have their calf, and then they will have that 2-month vacation. So those are the cows there. Then we're going to go see, we've got some cows kind of hanging out over here wondering what on earth they're doing. Usually we like to watch the little cow parade going on. So if you look here, the cows are taking a little walk. And what I like to highlight as the cows are walking is their bodies are very different than some other animals. And the one thing that you might notice is their udder. The udder is back behind their back legs, and that is where the milk gets made. I had some preschoolers here, and I was pointing at the udder and telling them about that. And they went home, and their mom gave me some feedback. She said, at the dinner table, they said the milk came out of the cow's butt. I was like, no. So now we have to point at the udder. We say udder. The udder is a very special body part that's just for milk. That's all that is. If you're interested in knowing where the manure comes out, we probably will get to see that today too. So that's actually from under their tail. That's where you'll see the manure coming out. So yeah, that udder is just for milk. The thing I was going to ask you guys about is the cow's udders. Do you think they look full or empty right now as they're walking back from the farm? Did you get a good look at them? Yes. Those udders are actually empty. These cows are heading back to the barn right now.
Or not.
And they're going to go probably either moo with that cow or just go take a nap. So let's go see what she's like. So this is the barn where the cows live. They just kind of hang out in here. And what we found out is that cows do not like it when they get too hot. So do you think a cow would like summertime or winter?
Winter.
Cows actually like
Winter.
better than summer. So that's why. Maybe she'll let us know what's
Want some attention?
She's like moving at these guys.
Hi.
Hey. Wow. You look okay. You've got your food here. We're going to tell what these cows are up to in here. First of all, she went over there to start moving. Away from us. Okay. So, yeah, so you put a roof over the cow's head that keeps them in the shade, but we found out the cows were still getting too hot. So that's why we added these fans. You guys see how many fans we have lying in the barn? I've never even done a fan inventory. We gotta get that done just to see how many fans. And we add more and more fans every year. So we'll turn on the fans as it gets hotter and hotter during the summer. And the fans are on a thermostat, so if it turns to 67 degrees in the barn, then each of the fans will start turning on, and they'll go faster and faster as it heats up. So it's kind of like an air conditioner works in your house. So same kind of thing. But even with the shade and even with the fans, the cows are still getting too hot. So that's where we added the sprinkler. So I'm going to show you this little pipe right here. What that does is it turns on when all the fans are on and the barn is still at 67 degrees. It triggers the sprinklers. So the warmer it gets, then the sprinklers will turn on. So it'll just sprinkle or mist some cold water on the cow's backs. And the cows really don't run through sprinklers. They just kind of stand there and soak it all in, literally. And they just really like to get cooled down as they're eating, and then they'll go lay in the sand. We got some cows just kind of chilling in these sand beds. So a lot of times I'll ask the kids, like, what does it look like the cows are laying on? They're like, dirt. No, the cows are not laying in dirt. We could put dirt in there, but that wouldn't be very good. Let me tell you why. So the cows love the sand. We love sand, so if you guys ever lay in sand, you're probably at the beach. You've probably never seen a cow at the beach, right? They're not allowed to go to the beach. So we had to bring the beach right to the cows, and they love laying there. I don't know. So they're laying in the sand, and they're nice and cool because it's in the shade, but also that sand kind of conforms to their body. So the cows really like it. But we like the sand because as they lay in that sand, their udder gets cleaned exfoliating their udder way.
Spa.
And it makes their milk really high quality. So that's why we like the sand. So after the cows are done with their nap, they're going to head over here and start eating some of their food. And I know you guys might think like, what? You just dump their food on the ground. We keep this barn pretty clean. And I feed my dog on the ground in a little bowl, but this is
a bowl.
yeah, kind of nice. So and it's really easy. You guys go to see, you'll actually take a ride in the feed truck around 10 o'clock, so get ready for that. So the feed truck just drives right through here and dumps the food out in front of the house. So I did want to kind of show you guys this. I don't know if you can zoom in on that. So we kind of look through here and try to figure out what are these ingredients. So right here, what is this? Looks like wood chips, but this is actually a corn leaf. And then in here we've got some hay, stuff like that. We've got some corn kernels. We've got some cottonseed. We've got some vitamins and minerals, all kinds of really healthy food so these cows can make really good milk. And this is their breakfast, their lunch, their dinner, their dessert, their snack. They eat this all day, every day. They never have, like I love Starburst and Skittles. I ate a donut this morning, so not very healthy. The cows, they never eat unhealthy stuff. They always eat really good food so they can make us really good milk. That's really important. So I can't wait for you guys to learn more. We even get to talk to our nutritionist about how he decides what to feed the cows. We have somebody with a PhD in dairy nutrition that helps us decide what to feed these cows every day. So I don't know if you guys have somebody watching every single bite of food that you take, but we've got that at our farm for these cows, making sure that they're eating really healthy. So,
That's the other side.
yeah, okay.
She's very
He just
upset.
avoids us.
I know. She's excited. It's a lot of excitement.
Yeah, people are just roaming through her sleeping quarters at midnight, you can imagine. So the other thing I did want to talk to you guys about is we talked about the manure, and we show the manure on the ground. That's pretty gross, right? But manure is actually a good thing, and we're going to talk about that later on tonight and show you how we process the manure. But let me talk about it in the barn right now, since that's where we're at. So the cows are really messy animals, honestly. They don't care. They'll go to the bathroom wherever. Like we have pigs at our house every summer for the kids' fair projects. And the pigs, they have a spot where they lay, a spot where they go to the bathroom, a spot where they eat. Cows don't do that at all. So if you look in this barn, we kind of designed it so to kind of accommodate and manage that. So if you look at their beds, their sand beds, they've got these bars there so the cows can't spin around and let their manure go on the sand. And then we've got these bars here across the way where they eat their food. And then we've got just this big alley, and that's where most of the manure goes, right? That's where all their manure goes. So we don't want to come in here with shovels and start scraping the manure all day, every day. That might be good for some of you kids who are on quarantine break. You know, you need something to do, grab a shovel. But we usually don't have that many people around to help, so we use technology. Okay, so we have these things, I call them a pooper scooper. It's actually an alley scraper. I don't know if it's going, it's not on. We can go look at it here. When it doesn't turn on. These turn on about every hour and a half. And we can change that timing, you know, if it looks like, oh, a little messier today, let's speed it up. So this is called an alley scraper. And so when the timer goes off, it'll open up and those cables will pull it all the way down the aisle and I'll scrape up all the manure from the cows and make sure the barn is really clean. So we can have clean cows, clean udders, clean sand, clean milk. Yeah, really high quality. So that's important for you guys. I can tell you a little bit about what cows are drinking. So you'll ask some kids that and they're like, oh, the cows are drinking milk. Actually, the cows drink water. So they drink water, they eat corn leaves and hay, and then inside their body there's this little miracle that happens. Turns it into milk, so that's pretty cool. So the cows with the water though, they will drink about 50 gallons of water on a really hot day. So if you have a dog or cat at home, your dog or cat will usually drink a little bowl of water. Well, if you had a cow at your house, you would need to fill your entire bathtub full of water every day for that cow. So they need a lot of water, especially on hot days. And luckily we just have these automatic waters in here, and they can go and get their water from that, and it just automatically refills. So it's not like, oh, did you forget to give the cow their water today? It's already done, and they always have access to fresh water. So that's pretty cool, right? Okay, well, we're gonna head on up we're gonna log off, and when we log back on, you guys will get to meet Tice. Thanks so much for joining us.